Hello, I'm Brad Fraser. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and how about I turn on my lights so you can actually see what's going on? Hi, how you doing? Brad Fraser, Final Fantasy XIV. Let's continue the Hildebrand story because I'm going a little nuts. I want to continue this. I was not supposed to stream this afternoon, and I'm just like, nope, I'm doing this. So the stuff I was going to do this afternoon, I'm going to do tomorrow because I can't wait. I got to play this. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making. So listen up while I explain the particulars. Flapjack says hello as he's trying to fall off my lap. You said you scoured this place from top to bottom and learned that they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts. But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Does that sound about right? What's the clause? I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here is where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. I love you too, Flapjack. Apparently, he dismissed the Twirl withdrawal as impossible to control, and instead chose to pursue his research using less ornery reasons. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul to some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved that honor for convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. Oh, how awful. And what became of those now criminally minded creatures? That is the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cells mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler. Gasp! A little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means we find ourselves in the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend those dastardly evildoers on the double. Yes, there's a chance that they're out there causing trouble, and as a detective I cannot turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figure belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. All right, let's go. It's high time we went back to Solution 9. So I would have started streaming an hour earlier, but I was folding clothes and one of my shorts had the drawstring that was part of the inside of the shorts had fallen out, and so I was putting it back in, and my forearms really hurt. But I spent an hour doing that. Ugh. Right. I'll take a crack at this storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy that makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all of its contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps, though. Enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researcher stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just because he switched bodies. Time to fit out controllers. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. Aha! His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. Soft-boiled guesses any I've heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Oh? Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, we'd all have to follow the screams. All we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, he is plotting a heist. If he is, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep. And he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate neither, but something that really caused a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. It's okay. Out here, maybe? Yes, okay, good. Hey there, Marzipan. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Yes, I was explaining to these people that you make electrope here. Or dig it up, anyway. Have we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We've had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. The strangest part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. You'd need a hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. Yeah, what did I tell you? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is, then? If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. That's mighty kind of your friend. Let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope. placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We shall do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, that should do the trick. Color that thief for me, would you? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. The trap is set. Now we wait. Don't hurt him. Hey, check it out, the Nyclops. This is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good. Not good. That is our thief. After him. Can we catch him? That's the real question. Hey there, Hildebrand. We've lost sight of our quarry, and he's gone to ground in the middle of a field of Cyclopses. We got a surprise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. Says he's got no stomach for fighting. So we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now. So he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll hit him together. Me not bad, Cyclops. Cyclopses don't talk.
The inspector and the detective set off in pursuit of the screaming Cyclops. Now come on, let's not get that far behind. Let's not be left behind, I should say. Oh dear.
Damn it all. We have you now, fiend. There's nowhere left to. Oh. Oh, it's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free?
As if I told the likes of you.
Have it your way. I hear this thing stings worse than chili sauce. in your eye. No. Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it. Move! Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you had not. Ha-ha! My turn. That is how it goes.
Oh, he really is a big boy.
That seems like a problem. This is my show now. Who's the gun? Or the girl gets it. You two, weapons on the ground. He's twitching. Chance. Bye. Oh. Come on. You had your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine.
Oh, that didn't hurt at all.
Hey, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry. Allure, acts of violence. Yeah. He's very sparkly.
Cool, the inspector's all lit up.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take down a Gotharium. So bright, too bright for me to bear. He is pretty rainbowy, isn't he? The pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us?
You shone like a precious jewel. I'll yield. I'll tell you everything.
Aha. Soft-boiled and cracked.
Never wanted an electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took.
So you weren't just being your normal, usual thieving self. All right, then. So what is this researcher's name?
He never told me his name, I swear. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. He already has some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders.
No idea where we might find him then?
None. I was supposed to meet him out here on my latest haul, but well, you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you.
All right. I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you can still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities. Don't worry. I'll explain that you're just a crook in monstrous clothing, so they don't send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. Well, that's nice. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9. Surely Detective Hardemore would now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. I cannot figure his angle just yet, but he's up to no good, that is for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the Dome. And that's the whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, and I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildebrand, at your service. Got my trench coat and twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. It's only fair I tell you why. Has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. It was me who caught his royal rudeness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. I see you connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Uriwacha. Yeah. Me and him have got a history, so if he's running free out there somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardeboiled. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we brought this case to its resolution. Of course. I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a damned thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. Hurrah.
Let me get a Hildebrand closing animation. Meanwhile, some more in Heritage found. I was hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. The Craven's fool surrendered with barely a struggle. But no matter, I have more than enough Electrope now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven quite useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents.
Shape-shifting, huh? I'm sure that'll come back. When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less and they're too soft. Any more and they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. One of them is a bomb. The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't even try to make those at home. Thanks, Nasha. Keep safe, and stay tuned for the next episode of the inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures. And there's a goblin with eggs. Because of course. See you, Inspector. Bye-bye. Yep. Ah. This is also going to be grinding. So 3 pieces from each area. Talking myself into it. All right. First things first. Gonna head back to this base. Two and a half hours, okay. Let's kill time till then.
54, 54. Ectoral and Shocktoral. Alright, we'll march to the dawn and see what we can find here.
You know still it's an MMO because the actual game took up less than 10% of the screen. You're not wrong. I mean, you don't want to waste space that could be used for HUD. And I don't think I got the thing I needed out of that. Demiatma. Freaking fine. So how you doing, Fenwick? Life is good, I hope. Spend an hour resetting my work password? That seems like a good use of time. Efficient, you might call it. I don't know why you would, but you could. I think it says they have to say things that are accurate. Did I get a thingy that I needed? I heard a sound. I don't know if that was the thingy I needed or not. Certainly don't see any indication that I got what I needed there. So, how will I know when I got the stuff I need for this? Demiatma. So have I just not received it, or do I not know what to look for? I certainly don't see any Demiatma. Alright, let's try this up here. Rewards increased from fates are dramatically increased. So that was what the sound was. But does that mean I got the Demiatma I needed? I don't freaking know. got jack crap for that. I mean, I came in at the end. I shouldn't have gotten very much. Okay, so like I don't see any indication I got anything out of that. And I definitely was in that, like, right at the beginning there. Literally no indications of that stuff. I hate that sound again. Well, all indications are that I don't have the thing I needed to get that done. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go see if by some chance I have it. I'm just not showing that I have it. Because there's another screen that shows up when you go to the other area. And if not, I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Let's see if I can't get at least one of them to appear so I know what the heck I'm looking for. That was close. That blew out everyone's speakers there. Treasure coffer? Demi materia.
not worthless, but worthless adjacent. Yeah, it's something I don't really care for. The ruins towering above the tree line south of camp. This is the target of your next expedition. Hurry back and describe to me their bygone splendor. In order to proceed with the quest, you must unlock the relevant entries in the occult record. Okay, so I basically just have to go explore that particular area. Got it. It's like go south and hit the button. Got it. Roughly-ish. Yeah, this seems like something that would really bore me. Almost like an MMORPG. No, you're thinking, aren't you playing an MMORPG? I am. I generally don't care for them, despite evidence to the contrary. Survey point? Is this what I need? New quest is able to be undertaken at the Expedition Base Camp. Lost Citadel entry has been entered. Okay. So I should be able to head back. was the mission I needed. Alright, Archive, what you got? Archive is keen to hear your depiction of the southern ruins.
What do the ruins divulge? Don't spare a single detail.
You know, they're ruins. Kind of ruined.
Oh, my noggins are washed with unlocked knowledge. The structure you explored sounds to me like the Amdapori Keep.
Hey! From A Realm Reborn.
The mages of Amdapor are famed for having developed white magic, with its focus on restorative and purifying arts. It was in the depths of such bastions that they honed their arcane craft.
This science is crazy. I've had mobs drop max XP by literally 85%.
The Thanes of Amdapor are famed for having developed white magic with its focus on restorative and purgative arts. It was in the depths of such bastions that they honed their arcane craft. But ancient Amdapor was located in the present-day Twelfswood. I've never even heard.
Sorry, but there we go. But ancient Amdapor was located in the present-day Twelfswood. I've never even heard of their people striking out this far and from the Indigo Deep. People that size must have required a sizable workforce. Wonder if all the stone was sourced from.
Amdapor were renowned for their use of life-size statues in construction and defense. I dare say the structure you surveyed was built by such stone familiars. I sense I know a great deal more, but alas, the seal prevents me from expounding further.
Sorry, I'm distracted by the chat over there.
Might you revisit the ruins and retrieve a sample of their stonework, preferably something imbued with ether? In the heart of the keep there ought to be a ceremonial chamber where they would be brought their creatures to life. A magic chunk of masonry from such a place would surely suffice.
Alright, let's see if I can get into this mission and maybe survive. Possibly. Let's freaking go. CE. Inventory space to get an item. Okay. Critical counters at hand. All participants must take the field. Trying to get there. Make ready for battle. Let's freaking go, CE. Let's freaking go, please. Let's pretend for a minute I don't know what I'm doing. Try rolling real quick if needed. Because Rika just built his portals. And that's how I died. I don't really want to do this. So, let's not. And I noped out. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, I just like killed all of my interest in the game. At the moment, anyway. So, I think I'm done streaming for a bit. So, we may pick this back up tomorrow. Tomorrow I actually have thingies I'm doing. Maybe Friday we'll do some Cyberpunk. I think that's kind of where we're at right now. Because, yeah, like all of my motivation for streaming is gone from doing that. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and it's not telling me, and I don't care enough to find it. So, alright. So we'll stop here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back later this week with some more Cyberpunk. So I'll see you later. Have a good one.